Are you finding that your children are showing signs of stress? Maybe they're having challenges with their peers, they're acting out at home. And I just want to touch on a few things that you can think about to help your child out. I'm Dr. Jen Anaker with the Anaker Clinics of Chiropractic. I see a lot of children in my office, and so this is, a lot of times we're thinking about how to problem solve for children and be able to help them out. And so when kids have an increased stress, there's some different things that we can look at. I think in our busy society, number one is that we need to look at overscheduling. Is there just too much going on in your child's day? Maybe they're going from school to extracurricular activities, coming home and doing homework, quickly getting off to bed and asked to do it all over again. Maybe there's just too much packed into their day. So step back, look at that schedule and see if you can lighten it up. Can you lighten it up after school? Can you lighten it up on the weekends? Just to give them a little bit more downtime so that way they can better rejuvenate. The second one I have is time for play. Obviously, in kids, you're talking about all kinds of age ranges. The younger kids don't have as much problems with this. That's their world, is to be able to play. But as your child gets older, you can also think about things like going for a bike ride, taking a hike, maybe throwing the ball around. Just get out, get some movement, get some fresh air, and really just having that time to unwind through play. Sleep is number three. Sleep is very, very important. And we know that as adults. If we don't get enough sleep, we're definitely not at 100%. Same thing holds true for kids. What does their sleep look like? Are they getting enough sleep? Is it a high enough quality? Do you have a good bedtime routine? Just making sure, again, that you're getting that level of sleep, because if they're better refueled for the morning, that means that'll set for the rest of their day as well. Looking at what's going on as far as stress around them and in their environment. We know that kids can be a reflection of if there's stress in the home or an event has gone on. Can you change anything as far as, any kind of extra stress that's going on at home, or have conversations or support routines around it would be helpful. And routines is another great one. I mean, a lot of kids thrive off of routines, having even something like a smooth morning routine, making sure that maybe the clothes are set out, the lunch is packed, whatever you can do to make that a smooth transition, because we all know that a hiccup can come along the way. But the more that you maybe have a little bit of preparation can just help for that child to ease into their day. And I also think it's important that teaching your child that it's okay to make a mistake, and maybe having that conversation or that dialogue, that if they're a child that's looking for perfection or doesn't, or feels bad about making a mistake and they're really hard on themselves, try to teach them some of those coping skills. Because the better that we handle the stress, I think it's important, because then that is a trajectory of what will happen throughout the rest of their lives. That we don't want kids to learn that if they're so stressed that they're looking for an outlet, that they might be looking for something to be able to take away that stress, like maybe food or alcohol or drugs. So the more that you can get on top of these things or try different things, see what works best for your child. I know also as a chiropractor, the way that the body gets overwhelmed and that it's constantly communicating is through the nervous system. And so when it gets overwhelmed, that's what we help as chiropractors. We help that body to have more ease in it. So it's not uncommon. I always like to say in my office, maybe for the younger kids, I call it big emotions, little body. Maybe as the child gets a little older, maybe we call it anxiety or depression. But it just, when their body's better communicating, it means that they have more ease and can better handle the stress in their lives. So Dr. Jen Anaker, all the best to you in raising healthy children and doing the best you can to minimize their stress.